Moon Mondays. Happy Gemini New Moon today. We're in the dark of the moon right now. It's a time of stillness, like meditation, and a time for turning inward and reflecting. But it's in Gemini, and Gemini likes to party and play and get out there and have some fun. So, how do we integrate both of these energies that are simultaneously up and around us right now? Hi, I'm Sheridan, your Astro Life coach, here to guide you with woman-centered insights so you can align with the moon and cosmic rhythms to create your life of clarity, confidence, and purpose. So let's start with the new moon. So the moon and the sun are meeting right now, aligning together. Their energies are aligned, activated, highlighted together. And it's the dark of the moon time, right? We can't see the moon. It's the beginning of the new moon cycle, but it's sort of like the solstice in a way where it's like this still point before the full new moon cycle starts, when we can see the little baby crescent in the sky after this dark of the moon time. So the dark of the moon time is like, think of it as like you're menstruating, right? It's the start of your cycle. It's that time we want to like cuddle up and just like turn inward, maybe with a hot water bottle, right? Just rest and just kind of feel where we're at, not have to do a lot of things. So you can, as you're turning inward, sort of begin to feel into what are your intentions for this new moon cycle. What do you want to focus on and create over this one moon month, right? So it's, don't make it so big. We tend to like set these huge, massive goals and intentions of like world peace or changing everything in our lives this month. But just think of it as like it's 1 month. And so, what simple thing can you focus on doing that's like realistic and specific that you can do over this 1 month? As you're sitting in that stillness of the dark of the moon, you can start to kind of feel into what's calling to you. What is it that you want to focus on for this month to move your life in the direction that you want to go, to the vision that you have for your life? In the Venus cycle, we're now in the third eye chakra. So it's this time of clearing, cleansing, releasing blockages, distortions to our visioning and our perception. And so this dark of the moon in Gemini, especially Gemini, so associated with the third eye as well, is that time, how do you want to move yourself towards what your vision for your life is? So we have this dark of the moon, kind of stillness, inward turning time, snuggle up time with Gemini, right? The sun and the moon are together in Gemini, and Gemini is outgoing, playful, social, chatty, communicative, wants to learn all the things, curious, mischievous, kind of an energy, right? So, how do we kind of rectify or align these two energies? Because they seem really different. Gemini is also a serving spirit sign. So it does have this side that it's looking at something larger than just the fun and the play for right now, right? It wants to help us get out of our boxes so that we can be more of our authentic selves, right? So Gemini brings us into the June solstice. It's the last month of the current season, right? So for me here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's the last month of spring. And there's a lightness to that, right? As we're moving into this new season. It's the same with Sagittarius moving us into the December solstice, right? There's a lightness to Gemini and Sagittarius as we move into this still point of the sun and the start of the new season and the end place of the sun's movement across the horizon, right? Because when we hit the solstice, the sun starts traversing back across the sky towards, you know, winter or summer, depending upon which solstice and where you are. So there's an opportunity or an invitation right now with the Gemini energy to lighten up, be a little more playful, serve your spiritual side, right? Leaning into these places, getting out of your box. So there's these conflicting agendas, right? Dark of the moon turn inward and Gemini go outward, right? It's like that energy of uh, energy, the like different types of energy that you hear about in the Indian traditions of like prana and apana, right? So prana is like up and apana is like downward moving energy, right? So there's like these kind of conflicting agendas within, but it's a both and both of these things can coexist. So, like, sometimes I really feel like being social, sometimes. Often, though, I feel like hermiting out. Really, I'm an introvert who sometimes has extroverted moments. So, the dark of the moon time really appeals to me on that introverted side, but sometimes my Mercury in Gemini wants to come out and play, right? It's all about listening to whichever part is calling to me right now. And then from that listening, acting upon it, right? Not overriding the introvert because I'm supposed to go to this thing, or not overriding the extrovert when I really just want to turn inward, right? So it's how do you do both? And it's okay to want both and it's okay to be both, right? You are okay despite your conflicting agendas, right? We all have them. The key is just to keep listening and keep tuning into ourselves and following what calls to us in the moment without like pushing or fully kind of like shutting down, right? That both of those come from like not being in alignment with ourselves, like not being in alignment with the sun and the moon in alignment today. So what's calling to you right now? The dark of the new moon inward time or the Gemini social playtime? Listen and just follow what feels right to you. You can still set your new moon intentions tomorrow if today is for snuggling up and nurturing self, or you could call a friend to chat while you're curled up on the couch in your favorite PJs, getting like both of those energies together. So happy Gemini new moon to you and happy start of this new moon cycle. For all my plant lovers out there, here's my astro aromatherapy suggestion. We'll keep leaning into the Gemini energy is spearmint. Spearmint is this like childlike lightness. It has this playfulness to it. It sort of it encourages fun just with ease, but it's also mint, so it helps make us more alert, right? Gemini in our mind wakes us up, helps us have more awareness, making more connections. It's associated with the third eye chakra, which is where we are in the Venus cycle right now. And lastly, I'll just say if you want to move beyond your conflicting agendas or learn how to integrate them and connect to your true essence more deeply, I invite you to check out my Moon Sister Circle, where we harness astrology and the moon's phases and modern life coaching to uncover and move beyond the limitations holding us back so we can free ourselves. Very Gemini oriented. Next week, I'll see you when Venus enters Taurus and we have the Virgo first quarter moon. So lots of earth and grounding energy in the midst of this airy Gemini season. Thanks for watching, and I wish you an empowered feminine week.